Hello and welcome. In this section, we'll talk about the essential initial steps you should take before diving into writing your Canadian resume. Let's get started. The first step you want to take before creating your Canadian resume is to thoroughly research the Canadian job market. You have to understand industry standards, the job trends, employer expectations. All of these things are very, very important. One key resource you need for this is the Canadian Job Bank. And to understand the Canadian Job Bank, you can watch this video where we demonstrate the trend function of the Job Bank. Okay, so right now we're going to be exploring the Job Bank. Just type in jobbank.ca. I'm sure you can see that right now. Click on Job Bank and then scroll here to find for your career planning. If you're trying to explore the trend function of the Job Bank, you can come here to click on labor market information and then choose the occupation. For example, you could choose project manager. Just type in whatever your profession, your occupation is, and it's going to provide some options for you. Scroll down to find which one is the best fit for you. In some cases you would not find the exact fit. In a lot of cases, just try to find the best fit for you. That's why we mentioned that sometimes the job title is completely different from what the description you're used to. For example, if you were a project manager within the supply chain space, you probably would have thought, oh, project manager, because that's what you're used to. However, you can see from this description now that there are so many different aspects to project management according to the definition in Canada. So I'm just going to choose software project manager and choose a location. Because Toronto is quite popular, I'm just going to choose Toronto. Select that and click search. When you click search, this is going to provide some information. You're going to see a page that provides a description of what typically is meant when the term software project manager is used. You can click on learn more to find more information on the description. You can look at this. This says software engineers, designers. It just provides a wide range of information on what that job entails. It also provides information on the job duties. So you'd see here, collect, and this is not an exhaustive list. I have to say this. Each organization would also have their own description and information on what is required of a software project manager. But this just provides a starting point, for you to begin to work from. Talks about the physical demands, talks about the workplaces and employers, talks about the typical work environment, proximity with others, and then it talks about the related job titles. So if you're struggling to find your fit within the space, this can also be a good exercise for you to go through. Like you put in what is most common, what your job title to be, and then scroll all the way down to see related job titles, and you'll find different other options like this. I also wanted to show you some information on the trends for a particular job. So just come here. You can see this part that says prospects. Click on prospects and you would see current and future job prospects for software project managers near Toronto. And if you can see here, it says there's like a labor shortage. So over the past few years, it says that there was a labor shortage for software engineers and designers near Toronto. There were more job openings than workers available to fill them in this occupation. That's the information on the job bank. And this information is for 2021 to 2023. So that's quite recent. This is 2024. And the outlook. So it shows you that this website is often updated. So it says that the outlook is good over the next 3 years. That's why you have 4 stars. And you can just read through this parts, provide some information on some key facts about software engineers and designers in Toronto, how many people work in that occupation, just so you're not alone. And then designers, where the sectors that these people or these positions often work in. And that can give you some information on where you want to narrow into, like where you want to really go into in your job search. Because I don't want each video to be too long. I'm just going to stop here and hope that you have found this video on finding some information on trends helpful. I have to mention though that this information is not exhaustive. This is not where you should stop, but it's a good starting point for you. All the best. Different industries in Canada have unique requirements for your and preferences for your resume. Therefore, you have to research how to create your resume in a way that meets the expectations of the industry that you are interested in building a career in Canada.